Hi people, it's me, Anja. My pronouns are she and her, and welcome back to my channel for part 4 of my favorite Asian contemporaries, because I've noticed lately that contemporary has slowly but surely become one of my most read genres of this year. I don't know why I said slowly but surely when I'm such a fast reader. But anyway, the point is, the first book on this list is called A Show for Two. This story is a YA contemporary following a young Bangladeshi main character who's trying to win a student film competition despite her depression and her verbally abusive parents. This story is absolutely so fantastic and it's so good. I had really low expectations for this book because I really disliked the author's debut, but this book was absolutely so good and it was so fantastic. First of all, the characters were both so well developed and so distinct, and their romance made so much sense because it was built on such genuine chemistry and connection. The plot was so intriguing and so engaging. Her family dynamics felt so authentic and so well done. This book is so incredible and it's so amazing and it's so awesome, and I would argue that it deserves more hype than the author's debut. So anyway, with that said, this book is absolutely so good and I really enjoyed it. So with that said, I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called This Is Not a Personal Statement. This story is a YA contemporary following a young Filipino-American main character who forges her college acceptance letter and honestly really commits to the lie. This story is absolutely so excellent and it's so intriguing, and I really enjoyed it. The plot was so well paced and it was so intriguing, and I was so captivated by this story from the beginning to the end because I was so intrigued as to how this concept was going to play out. You know what I mean? Anyway, this book was so good. The characters felt so authentic and so well done. The main character's relationship with her parents especially felt so authentic. This book is so amazing and it's so good, and I just really enjoyed every single element of it because everything felt so authentic and so well done. I know I keep saying the word authentic over and over again, but I can't think of another word right now to encapsulate how I felt about this book other than keep saying that it was really good and just really awesome and overall and just well done. You know what I mean? So anyway, overall, I really enjoy this book, clearly, because I can't think of words right now. So with that said, I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called This Time It's Real. This story is a YA contemporary following a young Chinese main character who starts to fake date one of her classmates after her essay about meeting the love of her life goes viral because her essay is based on a fake relationship, but she doesn't want people to know that it's a fake relationship. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but basically this story is so good. It is so amazing and it's so well done, and it really sets the bar extremely high for the author's next books. I'm so excited for her next book. I think it's another YA contemporary, and it's about a girl where all of her hate mail goes viral and gets sent out. So the opposite of To All the Boys I've Loved Before, where instead of love letter, it's hate mail or something like that. Anyway, this author always has such creative, unique concepts, and her stories are so spot on and so good. Her debut, If You Could See the Sun, was so amazing and so well done, but I would argue that this book was even better, which I didn't think could be possible, but it was. This book is so good. The plot was so well paced and so intriguing and so amazing. The romance was so cute. This book made me fall in love with the fake dating trope. The friendships made so much sense. This book is so amazing. The characters were so well developed and so distinct. This book is absolutely so amazing and so awesome, and just absolutely amazing and awesome, which I just said. But anyway, the point is, I would definitely highly recommend this book because I loved it so much. The next book on this list is called A Bit of Earth. This story is a middle-aged Pakistani contemporary retelling of The Secret Garden, and it's absolutely so fantastic and so good. Why is nobody talking about this book? It is amazing, it is excellent, and it's completely so lyrical and immersive. I love this book so much. First of all, the plot was so intriguing and so engaging. I had no idea what to expect from this book because I don't think I've actually read the original story of The Secret Garden or if I have, it was at least 15 years ago, so I don't quite remember how it all went. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't even name the main character for you. But anyway, this book was so good. The world building made so much sense and it was so intriguing. The characters were so well developed and so distinct. I love grumpy sunshine platonic dynamics. These friendships made so much sense and I love them. This book is so amazing and it's so excellent and it's so awesome. And I will gladly read more from this author in the future because literally they are so talented. But anyway, with all that said, I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Chloe and the Kaisho Boys. This story is a YA contemporary following a young Filipina Chinese main character whose father sets her up on a marathon of arranged dates in the hopes of keeping her close to home for college. This story is absolutely so fantastic and it's so good and it totally deserves all of its hype and so much more. First of all, the romance was so cute and it was so well developed and so awesome. Second of all, the characters were so well developed and so distinct. Third of all, the family dynamics made so much sense and I felt so authentic and so well done. Apparently authentic is my word of the day. But anyway, this book was so good. This story is such a lovely, like, coming of age story and it was so awesome. This author is so unbelievably talented and I would gladly read more from them in the future because their writing felt so, like, lyrical and so well done because every single element of this book was so well paced and so well developed. This book deserves so much more hype because it's absolutely so excellent and so emotional and just so good. So anyway, with all that said, I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Ruby Lost and Found. This story is a middle-aged contemporary following a young Chinese main character who is spending the summer with her grandmother the year after her grandfather passes away. This story is absolutely so fantastic and it's so good. First of all, the story itself was so emotional and so excellent. The writing was so lyrical and so beautiful and so pretty. I had really high expectations for this book because the author previously wrote Clues to the Universe, which I really enjoyed about 2 years ago, and it was one of my almost favorites of 2021, if I'm not mistaken. So with that said, this book absolutely met those high expectations and exceeded them, and I'm so happy. Like, I was so emotionally connected to the events as well as to the characters. Like, this book is one of my newer 5-star favorites of the entire year because I absolutely loved every single second of it. Like, the characters were so well developed and so distinct. The family dynamics felt so special and so authentic. The plot was so intriguing and so engaging. Literally, this book is so fantastic and it's so good and it deserves all of its hype and so much more. So with that said, I would definitely highly recommend it. The last book on this list, and certainly not the least, is called The Do and Donuts of Love. This story is a YA contemporary following a young, queer, sapphic Bangladeshi plus-size main character as she enters a baking televised reality TV show with contestants that include her ex-girlfriend and a new crush. This story is absolutely so fantastic and it's so good and it's really perfect for, like, a sapphic summer happy silly goofy type of read. You know what I mean? This story was so good. First of all, like, the romance was so cute and I loved it so much because their chemistry and their connection literally felt so genuine and so adorable. The characters were so well developed and so distinct. The writing was so well paced and so good. The plot was so engaging. I was even intrigued by all the reality TV show elements. Like, this book is so good and I really enjoyed it so much. This book deserves so much hype and so much more. In my honest opinion, I would say that this book is one of my favorites by the author, with 1,000,000-1 being a close second. This book is absolutely so good and it's so well done and it's so well paced. So anyway, with all that said, I would definitely highly recommend it. So in conclusion, it's intriguing to me that contemporary has become one of my most read genres lately because I used to think that fantasy was, so that's some food for thought. Anyway, I hope that this video helped diversify your bookshelf, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the diamond emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!